That is a possibility, and is David O'Byrne really going to go to the Libs, you know? So, but I mean, that is not a Labor government at all. That is a Labor Greens government.
That is correct.
I mean, you've got 6 Greens and 10 Labor people. You've got almost as many Greens as Labor MPs.
It's like the ACT.
That is not a Labor government if that were to occur. So is the Labor Party prepared to do that, to have an actual sort of Labor Greens Party government?
Well, they do it here in the ACT. They do that.
The good thing is we're not the ACT in Tasmania. That's the good thing. The other thing is Rebecca will come out tonight, but I don't think that's going to be any time soon. I think we still are overlooking the fact that a government called an election, Premier called the election to have a majority government. You haven't. And as I said, you've got 2 sitting members that are Liberals who have lost their seats tonight, to Erica Betts and Petrusma.
But Helen, sorry, just back to Andrew's point though, would Labor really walk away from governing if it means a deal with the Greens after being in opposition for 10 years?
And Rebecca White having 3 cracks.
Can you really walk away from government just to live up to that no deal promise that she's made?
Well, we wouldn't be going into any coalition. It's now against our party rules to go into any coalition or to give any other party cabinet positions. Those things are still a long way from being...
What do you have to do to change the rules?
We've just changed our rules. We've done that. What we need to do as a Labor Party is go back to the drawing board. We need to win elections under Labor, in my view, and we have not performed very well in this campaign. The point you've made, and my figures coming in now reflect that there's likelihood of 6, an outside chance of 7 Greens.
Goodness me.
So
this has been a disaster.
I think there's definitely 6 Greens from what I'm looking at here.
Jeremy.
Well, yeah.
It still is. You can't form government in your own right. You're criticising anyone else who may be even contemplating
Kembla Iron Furnace calling the kettle black, honestly. Frankly...
You failed to win majority
Beck White
government.
in 2018 didn't concede defeat. I've just been reminded by a good friend that she never phoned the Premier and never conceded publicly, so, you know, it could be a stalemate for some time, especially with the numbers the way they are. But if it is 6 or 7 Greens and 9 or 10 Labor members, David O'Byrne and perhaps Christy Johnson, who would be left of centre, you cannot tell me that you would govern with them and it not be some sort of coalition arrangement where you'd have Green ministers. You can't tell us here
Can you change? Can the caucus change? Who changes the party rules? What's the process? Could you have party rules changed at this meeting tomorrow?
No, you cannot change party rules at any meeting of the admin.
Is it a state conference?
There is no state conference, and there's not a state
So what's the
conference.
process?
The process is that we will have a meeting. I mean, the rules are very clear. We'll have a meeting tomorrow to discuss the outcome of the election, but there won't be any changes to any rules. There won't be any coalition with the Greens.